Hey everyone, welcome to Vet Visit. I'm Hansika Singh and I'm a veterinary student. So by now I've spent quite a lot of time in government veterinary hospitals during my clinical static internship, and I have heard, dealt with a lot of problems by the pet owners regarding their pets. So in this video I have come up with some of the frequently asked or the frequent concerns of the pet owners about their pups or dogs. So let's get started. So if you are a veterinary student, this video might help you dealing with such questions from the pet owners, or if you are a pet owner yourself, then maybe this video will help you regarding your pets. So starting from the basics, when pet parents get their pup for its vaccination to the vet, they must know these three things. First, your pup should be eating well. Second, your pup should not be having any diarrhea or vomishes or any other symptoms of illness. That means he should be a healthy pup. And third, his temperature should be within the normal range. Of course, the above said points would be checked or asked at the clinics. So suppose the pup turns out to be ill, then he would be treated for that condition and the vaccination would be deferred. It would be postponed. And if your pup is all well, all healthy, then he would be vaccinated the same day. Now the next question asked by the pet parents is, when do I come next? Ab kab aana hai? Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. There would be a proper card, a vaccination or deworming record that would be issued by the veterinarian to you, and you have to come on the date mentioned by the veterinarian. Okay, आप एक दो दिन 1 or 2 days here and there is okay, excusable, but please try your best to come on the same date for the next vaccination as mentioned by your veterinarian. Now if you want to know that at which age what vaccination is given to the dog and when is the booster dose given, and also about the deworming schedule, I have already made a video on that earlier. I'll link it above so you can check that out. Now once vaccination and deworming questions are settled, the next question which crops up is, what do I feed him? मैं इसको खाने में क्या दे सकता हूँ, क्या नहीं दे सकता हूँ. So for your convenience, I have prepared a list of what you can feed your dog and what you can't feed a dog. Also, I am working on currently diet chart of a pup from the pup to the adult stage, so stay tuned for that. Another common complaint that pet parents have regarding their dogs is that my dog is shedding a lot of hair. Now, they need to understand that a dog shedding hair is a natural and a common phenomenon. तो अगर 10 बाल टूट रहे हैं और 10 बाल ग्रो हो रहे हैं वो नॉर्मल है, लेकिन अगर 10 बाल टूट रहे हैं और सिर्फ 2 बाल न्यू ग्रो हो रहे हैं वो एबनॉर्मल है. सो यू कैन नॉट एक्सपेक्ट टू हैव अ डॉग एट होम एंड फाइंड नो हेयर एनीवेयर. Okay, and of course hair shedding is breed specific. In general, double coated hair dogs, they will shed more hair in comparison to single coated hair dogs, with a few exceptions. Whenever such a case comes and we inquire about the dog's regular grooming from their pet parents, then often the problems they come from the owner's end. Like if we ask them that which shampoo are you using for him, then they would say the normal human shampoo like Clinic Plus or Dove or Head and Shoulders for dandruff, or even with Dettol I have seen. So please, if you are doing this, stop this right now. It is not advisable to use human shampoos on the dog's skin. Why? Because the pH of a dog's skin and the pH of a human scalp, they are different. These shampoos can be very harsh for a dog. Some people even use medicated shampoos like anti-tick shampoos, and on asking why, they would say that once he had tick, so since then we have been using this shampoo so that he does not get ticks again. So getting ticks on the body and then using this anti-tick shampoo, it is for treatment purpose, not for preventive purpose. Next, when we proceed to ask them that how frequently are they bathing their dogs, then they would say almost every day or weekly basis. And when we ask why, then they say because we want to keep their hair silky. So it's a conception that frequent bathing leads to more silky hair. It's a misconception. There are oil glands which are located beneath a dog's skin. So when we frequently bathe the dog, then those oils will get depleted and then the skin or the hair would obviously result in dryness. Then the question comes that how frequently should we bathe a dog? It is advisable to bathe a dog once in 4 to 5 weeks interval. Okay? And then if you ask that which shampoo can we use, then use mild shampoos for regular bathing. Okay, the shampoos which have oatmeal or aloe vera in them, that can be suitable. So the last concern for this video is that the pet parents say that my male adult dog has started to become very aggressive and is also whining at night. What can we do? So if the aggression is not because of any illness which would be ruled out by the veterinarian, what you can do is give him proper training. And if your dog is whining at night, that might be due to pheromones, and in that case you can consider getting your dog neutered. That will considerably improve his behavior and lessen his aggressiveness. So that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it, you found it useful, and if that's the case, please give it a thumbs up. Do share it with any pet parents that you know, and if you haven't followed the Instagram and Facebook page of Vet Visit, then yes, please do. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care of yourselves and keep loving animals like you always do.